Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. I'm coming today from Tucson. No, not Tucson. God, I keep saying Tucson. Tombstone, Arizona. And what do you want on your tombstone? Well, who knows? But if you do what I'm about to do too much, you might get to Tombstone, not Tucson, a lot quicker. We're going to the Tombstone Distillery, one of 3 legal distilleries in Tombstone since 1881, all 3 owned by one family. Now, we went to the brewery. We did a speed run there earlier. Let's go ahead. Let's do a tasting over here at the Tombstone Distillery. It looks kind of interesting. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do the tasting over here and see what they've got. Let me get that wrung out, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the tasting. All right. So the Tombstone Distillery, you can choose to get the flight with or without the glass, correct?
Yes, and then we also have individual samples.
Oh no! If we're coming, we're gonna try them all. That's the way it is. So this is, correct me if I'm wrong, from outside. This is the same family that's owned it since the 1881, or the same?
I'm not 100% sure. I know back then, the 3 distilleries that were around back then.
Oh, were owned by the same family.
Were owned by the same family.
Okay.
Now everything's handcrafted, small batched, and malted. Everything is also locally sourced, so the corn, barley, and rye we use come from 3 counties within Arizona. One of them being Cochise County ourselves. We don't import or export anything outside of our Arizona state borders. Everything is purely Arizona.
So as well as all the liquors are purely Arizona. So you don't sell them outside of Arizona. You got to come to Arizona to get them.
Yeah, but we're the only place that sells our bottles as well.
So only this shop in the middle of Tombstone. This is the only place you can get your bottles. How many different whiskeys how many different things do you make?
We have 6 different ones at the moment.
Okay.
Now, there could be some later on.
Yep.
We have a couple of one and dones. So our JFG Reserve, which is the first one that you'll be trying.
Okay.
It's our longest age. It's aged at 8 years.
8 years.
It's our JFG Reserve. We just recently got it on shelf as well.
Wow.
This is one of our one and dones. So once our product's gone, it's gone forever.
Because it's just a couple barrels you made of that, right? And these are all bourbon whiskeys? Yes.
Yes. And then we have our cowboy whiskey.
Cowboy whiskey. Oh, that's nice.
It's nice and smooth.
That's smooth. That's 5 year?
8 year.
8 year, okay.
You get a little bit of that black pepper from that rye.
On the back end, yes. You get the black pepper from the rye. Yeah, I agree.
Now, everything is malted before the distilling process, so what that does is it releases more of that flavor into the spirit it's going into.
Oh, okay.
So you get more of that black pepper, you get a little bit more of that sweetness from that corn, you get a little bit more of that smoothness from that barley that's in there.
I feel it.
Now, this next one is a new product on shelf as well. We got it at the same time as the Reserve.
Okay.
It's our 7-year straight highest rye. Now, in the state of Arizona, in order to be considered a bourbon, it has to have at least 51% corn in the mash bill.
Okay.
And aged in new American oak barrels charred. This one is 51% corn, 49% rye. There's no room for any barley in there. So it's the most amount of rye and the least amount of corn you can have in a bourbon.
For it to still be considered a bourbon.
Yep. So definitely
And the main difference is corn versus sugar cane between rum and bourbons, correct?
Yes.
Just about the percentage.
Now this one you're going to get the most black pepper in the back end.
Yeah. A lot of black pepper in the back end.
Yes. And that's because of that rye. Now this is 49% rye.
Wow. And this has been here for a while? How long is this?
We've been in the works for about 2 years, but we just recently opened last July.
Oh, wow. So this is like a year old.
Not even.
Not even. 9 months or so.
Yep.
Wow.
The end of July will officially be open for
And do you distill back there? You have distill back there, or are you still off-site?
We're still off-site at our partner distillery out in Elgin, Arizona.
Okay.
Our plans were hopefully later this year
to get a still and start doing it
to bring our still here.
Ah, very cool. All right, so that's number 2. What is number 3?
Number 3 is our 7-year straight high-rye. So this is our regular high-rye. It's proofed at 90. So it's about 45% alcohol by volume. This one, you're going to get a little bit of that black pepper, but nothing as much as the last one. This one's 36% rye, 59% corn, and 5% barley.
Okay. So this is all super small batch, all of this, I would say.
Everything is extremely small batch. That way it's nice and smooth and you enjoy what you're drinking. Our goal is to make a spirit where you can pour it on the rocks, take it out of the freezer after being chilled or get neat without having to mix it with anything.
Yeah, I had a rum the other day that froze, and I was like, that's not good rum if it freezes. That's water thrown in a rum thing.
Now, everything to be cut down to the right proofing
Yep.
is cut with water.
Yeah, but when you
It
get to a
just
certain percentage,
depends.
it's not going to
Yeah.
freeze. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, the only thing that's not cut with water is moonshine.
Yeah.
It's pure,
Well,
90.
and then our cask strength is not cut with any water as well. We take it straight from the barrel and put it into the bottle.
Oh, so that's the one we're going to have. That's two
After
away.
the low
That's
rye.
two away. Okay.
So this next one is low rye. It's not going to taste like a rye at all. It is going to be on the sweeter end because it's 71% corn. It's only 24% rye and 5% barley, so it's definitely a lot smoother, a lot sweeter, and you don't get that black pepper from it.
Wow. And the ABV on these is kind
This
of...
is a 90 proof.
That's a 90 proof. Okay, so that's 45%.
Yes.
So that's the strong... No, that's not the strongest. The strongest would be the cask, right? Because that's not cut with anything. So that'll probably be 120 proof.
Right around in there, yeah. It's proofed at 119.2.
Legally, you don't want to be 120 proof. 119.2, 119.99999 repeating.
Yep.
So this is the high rye. This is the only one that is not
Cut with
diluted,
anything, yeah.
cut, however you want to say it.
Yes. So this one comes straight from the barrel and into the bottle. So we have very little product of this one left. This is our original one and done. It's our only corked bottle and our only bottle that looks like this.
Okay. And what I have to say I appreciate from a distillery side is, usually you can't taste something like that.
Yeah.
Usually, you have $25 with the glass. Usually you can't taste something
Yeah.
like that. You have to commit to an entire bottle to get something like that. That's $200 a bottle
Now
normally.
this one is our least aged as well. It's only a 5-year. It's a 5-year.
It's a 5-year, but not diluted at all. That's
Correct.
the
It's a 5-year straight pot distilled high rye cask strength. Now most cask strengths burn going all the way down. No, it's really painful to drink a cask usually because people don't get, mass producers don't care
Right.
if you enjoy what you're drinking or not. Our goal, like I said, is to produce things that you can drink by itself. Now, this
So would you
one's-
generally rocks drink these, or would you drink them?
Yes. For me, I don't like the taste of watered down whiskey, so I throw my bottle in the freezer and it does the same thing.
It does the same thing. It chills it down.
Now it's definitely a lot warmer going down, but it's
Yeah.
not super painful.
It's not painful. It's just hair of the dog.
Yes.
Hair of the dog. And then we got the last one. This is technically a rum.
It's a rum and rye, or better known as the cowboy whiskey. This is what they drink way back in the day. Reason for that is because they could buy rum really cheap. Rye costed a lot more to make, which they made in the back of the barn. So they cut the rye with the rum, and back in the day it was a lower shelf product, so all the cowboys could afford to drink a lot more of that than anything else.
So this is kind of like back in the day. This is the well liquor,
Yes.
essentially. If you said I want a whiskey, that's what they're pouring
Yep.
you back in the day.
So it's called the Cowboy Whiskey. It's
Okay.
a 6.5-year rum from Diamond Desert Distillery up in Kingman, Arizona. It's a 7-year rye from our partner distillery out in Elgin, Arizona. We blend the two together. It's a 50-50 blend.
Okay.
And then age it for another 6 months in a sherry barrel.
Sherry once they're mixed.
Yes.
So it's half rum, half rye, and then aged in sherry.
Yes. So you can taste that hint of grape from that wine barrel.
Really? Okay.
Now take a couple of sips of this because each sip will show you something different.
Really?
You won't get the same sip twice.
Just because of your mouth getting used to the flavors?
Yes. And because of that blend. Hi there. Jay wasn't feeling well, so he decided to stay with his boy at home.
Is that the cat?
No, I have a service dog.
Oh, okay.
His name's Whiskey, surprisingly.
His name is Whiskey. I would be surprised. That guy had too much whiskey.
But he loves my kid a lot, so
Oh, okay.
he decided to stay with his boy today and help him feel better. So,
So this is hitting different parts of your tongue, and that's why you're getting those different flavors, right?
I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
See how
Oh.
today's going.
That is very unique. I'm going to ring up, but I would say definitely if you're in Tombstone, try this because you can, you can try
And he came in.
200
He came in and said hi. He
200 bottles of, $200 bottles of rum. They actually are of a bourbon whiskey. They actually taste really, really good. So coming to you from Tombstone Distillery for $25, you taste all 6 of these rum, and you get a shot glass to take home. This is Richard from No Pants Profits reminding you that when you wear no pants, the only thing you have left to lose is your shirt. Bye!